Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today on In the Kitchen with Sandy, per viewer request, you know that Mexican pizza that I made, that Taco Bell knockoff Mexican pizza? That was so good. And I let you guys know that if there's anything else at Taco Bell that they're not making, let me know. If it's something that you like that they no longer have, and I will do my best to replicate it for you. But today it's Taco Tuesday, and I am going to be making Taco Bell's Enchiritos. I used to love those. My husband loved those. They were so good, and today I'm going to be making those for you. Like I said, per viewer request. I love requests. I love when you guys give me requests. So simple and easy. This recipe is so simple, so easy. You don't even have to use your oven. And hey, I think that's what I like most about it. I'm also going to be making some Mexican rice to go with it. I'm going to be making the authentic Mexican rice that you get in, the Mexican type restaurants. The little colored rice that's, got a little red tint to it. We're going to be making that as well. And I think that's about it. So simple and easy. It comes together so quickly, and I think you're really going to like it. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to get started with the rice. It is so easy, but I'm going to get my stuff going for my rice that I'm going to make. I mean, usually they use like that basmati rice with it, but you guys already know my love for this jasmine rice. I'm going to use that instead. It's the instant rice. I have better luck using instant rice. I don't know what it is. I like instant rice. It always comes out fluffy. It's a no-fail situation, always. But what we're going to do is to get started on that, we're going to take 1 clove of garlic, just a medium-sized onion. This is a pretty good size jalapeno pepper, and believe it or not, I've already cut it in half, like twice. It was pretty darn big, but you know what? I'm all right with this. If you don't want that much zap to yours, or spiciness to yours, you can definitely even go a little smaller than that. And then we're also going to use, this is 2 Roma tomatoes, and what you're going to do is you're going to put them into your little mini food processor. This is so easy. We might have to do this like a couple times. Let's see if we can get it all in there. And you know what? My blade's in there this time. Usually I forget to put my blade in first. Put that right down in there. We're going to add a little bit of salt as well. Ooh, that looked like a lot, didn't it? And then we're going to add a good tablespoon of tomato paste. And this is what's going to give it that nice red color. A little bit of reddish orange color, if you will. And just to make things go a little bit smoother with this consistency, I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of water. Just probably a couple tablespoons. And then we'll just pulse this until they are all small in size, to where it's a nice smooth consistency. That is perfect. I want you to look at that, and I'm telling you what, the smells already coming out of here is absolutely amazing. Let me use my little spoon here that I've already used, and let's go ahead and look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that nice orangish color there to that. In my pan here, I have about a pound, slightly over a pound of ground chuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this started frying up. I'm going to brown it, and then we're going to add our seasonings to it. My meat is browned, and I've already drained the grease off of it. I want you to notice how little I've got my hamburger down to. I've got it like real tiny pieces, and that's how I like to do my hamburger when I'm making tacos. I don't mind any other time if I leave it chunky, for other recipes, but this particular recipe, I want to make sure that it's nice and small. I know I got some chili powder open somewhere, but I'm going to go ahead and open this, because I use a lot of it. I like to use a lot of it. We're going to go ahead and add probably at least a tablespoon and a half of the chili powder in there. Now this is all to taste. I will taste it, sample it as I go along to find out if I need to use any more. This is some cumin. We're going to go in with about a teaspoon and a half of the cumin. I love this stuff. Uh-oh. There we go. We're going to go in with some garlic powder. Make sure that's powder, not salt. And that one's not open either. See what happens when I don't plan ahead? A nice teaspoon and a half of that. This is quite a bit of meat. You want to make sure that your meat is seasoned well. If you prefer to use the, let me turn that down a little bit. If you prefer to use the, you know, powdered mix that you can buy, this is minced onions, then go ahead and use that if you'd like. I'm going to add at least a half a cup of water. I'm going to get a little bit more because I like my meat to be nice and wet when I'm making my tacos. For meat, for any type of, you know, taco recipe, tacos, burritos, anything, I like for it to be nice and wet. See the liquid in there? Because all of that is flavor. You see that flavor in there, the color of it, and it is going to absorb into this meat and make it absolutely amazing. So we're just going to stir that around, make sure everything's nice and combined. And while that is cooking over there on the stove, just simmering to perfection, I'm going to go ahead and go over with all the other ingredients that you need for this. I probably should have done that at the beginning, but I didn't. We're also going to use some red sauce, red enchilada sauce. I got the bigger can of it. You probably really only need like a couple small cans because it's really not going to, you're really not going to use a whole lot on it. It's going to be more of like a topping, the sauce that goes on top of it. These are just the refried beans. I've got them in a bowl. You can heat them on top of the stove. You can dirty up another pan if you want to, but I'm not. I'm popping mine in the microwave and I'm going to heat them that way. It's perfectly okay. And I've got some black olives. I've got some little black olives here that I'm going to drain and to go over top of it. We're also going to use some cheese and what else? Oh, some tortillas. We need tortillas. Now, the good thing about this is you can use either size. This is the bigger ones, the burrito shells, and this is the smaller. These are both flour, and this is the smaller one, the like soft taco size shells. So depending on who you're making them for, if you're making them for an adult who, you know, likes to eat a lot, then you can make, you know, a couple of the bigger ones for them. Or if you're making them, you know, child size, you can make it child size. Or if you just want to eat a couple of the smaller ones, whatever. I like the difference in sizes because, like I said, they're tailored to be made for whoever. If you eat a lot, make the big ones. If you don't eat a lot, you can get by with a couple little ones. So now what we're gonna do is do a little switcheroo here. We're gonna move this little pot up here, little pan, because we're gonna start working on our rice. We're gonna add, just making sure that wasn't, somebody didn't do the dishes good, but it's just a piece off of the Teflon or whatever it's called. We're gonna add just a little bit of oil in there, just regular vegetable, canola, whatever you have on hand. And we're also gonna add about a tablespoon of butter. And once the butter dissolves and the pan is getting nice and toasty and hot, you're gonna add 2 cups of rice to the pan there. And we're just gonna stir fry this just for a minute or 2 until it's nice and toasty. Now to that, I want you to go ahead and add your delicious combination of the onions, garlic, pepper, and tomatoes. And then you're going to add about 2 cups, maybe slightly less than 2 cups of chicken stock. We're going to turn that up. Give it a stir. And then we're going to bring it to a boil, and then we're going to shut it off immediately. So make sure that you get it well combined before it starts boiling. Put a lid on it. Look at that. I got that everywhere. And then I'm going to move it to the back of the stove to where it can work its magic. Let me show you a little tip here. Usually the beans come out and they're a little, you know, on the dry side. So what I like to do is add some of your red sauce right to the beans. So see, when you stir them up, it makes them a little bit more, the consistency's a lot better to do the spreading, if you will. Plus it's just going to add additional flavor. Maybe a little bit more. Now, see what I mean? It makes them a little bit easier to spread onto your burrito shell. Now, I'm going to pop these in the microwave and let them heat probably for, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes until they're nice and heated through. Then all we really have left to do is just to start assembling these enchiritos. I went and look at my beans really quickly. Ooh, these are nice and hot. But see the consistency of those. See how easily spreadable that is going to be on your shell there. Plus, like I said, it adds, you know, goodness to it. Extra flavor. Gonna add some beans. And then we're gonna add some meat. I'm telling you what, this meat, my friends, is off the chain. It is so good. If you've never experimented making your own taco seasoning before, you need to do it. It is so easy. And you're just gonna take your sides in and roll it. And you're gonna place it right in the little bowl that you're gonna use to heat them up in the microwave. Try to pull it over there a little bit so you can see. Just pour your sauce right over it, ladle it on, spoon it on, pour it on, however you want to do it. We're going to cover them with cheese. I've got them all sauced up and ready to go. This is a mixture of the Mexican cheese and just the sharp cheddar. Look at that. Now we're going to pop them in the microwave just till the cheese gets nice and melted. And there you are. Those look amazing, don't they? Now, this is my rice. I want you to look at that. We're going to add some fresh cilantro to the top of that. Now it's time to dig in. Let's serve us one up. Look at that. Look at that. They smell so good. Mmm. It's really good. Delicious. Mmm. Let's try that rice. I'll tell you what, this is absolutely delicious. I think I'm gonna put some jalapeno peppers on top of mine. Y'all know I like it spicy. I hope you like this recipe. Make sure you leave me a comment below and let me know if you've tried this. This is so good. You know I love you guys very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Take care.